It's Week 10 of the 2024 season, and this one features Marlon Humphrey.
He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. It's the Ravens and the Bengals on Thursday night primetime.
Welcome to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of year, a little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack. And that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. Is a blast.
The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
And while I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards, if I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll take this down to the 23. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready?
Now, faking the give. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his first touchdown this year. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, man out of the University of Washington. Here's Jake Browning.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, Fody did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Throwing, Browning. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Strong. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the tight end, Kohler. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a give, heading right, it's Henry. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Come on.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for this with Henry.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you, the answer, it's an emphatic yes.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Deontay Hardy. Touchdown, Ravens. Extra point try now for Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Ravens will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Palmer now to return. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Bengals offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Browning. He'll air this one out for Renfro.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And he does all he can to get away, but they're going to get him right at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up 4th down. It's Riley Dixon coming on now. And John to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. 14-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Look up. Here on 1st and 10.
Set it. Ready.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
They'll look to throw. Off he goes.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Back to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field. You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Another try with Moss. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. Browning now. And they're going to get to him and take him down. Taken back to the other side of midfield. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
Come on.
On the handoff, it's Henry. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. On 4th down, the Ravens call on Jordan Stout to punt. Hunter Renfrow deep to return. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's Browning. Open man, that's Renfrow. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Browning. This one taken in by Renfrow. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Browning. Taken in by Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Browning. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 1, 2nd and goal. Tight end motioning left. They'll look to throw again. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 14, Bengals 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The Ravens offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be taken down at the 30. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one from 47 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Lots of great matchups to come this weekend, starting out in Germany, the final international game of the year. Giants and Panthers from Munich. Oh, it's an early start, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being over in Arlington, where it'll be America's team, the Cowboys, taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Palmer now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and their running back, Zach Moss, to take over once more. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Taking off, and he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. A draw play. That's Moss. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They go once more with Moss. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
That is caught. Finding Higgins. A pickup of 12 yards. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down. Throwing. Browning. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Browning. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They'll look to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
The Ravens offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Baltimore.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven.
Now, faking the give. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Come on. Hit.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
What a play on 4th and long. An even 40 yards. So we are through 3. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He finds Likely, his tight end. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. A second effort, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after now from Tucker. He gets it to go, and the Ravens up their lead. It's now 24-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bengals offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Browning now. In trouble, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Browning. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll air this one out for Renfro.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That is caught. What a throw. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Ravens. Some play by the quarterback. He got flushed by the rush, but Greg made the right choice and ends up with a touchdown pass.
The question always is for these quarterbacks, Mike, in this situation, how long does he remain a passer, or then does he just tuck it down and become a runner? I think he does this perfectly, extends the play as long as possible, gives time for his receiver to uncover, and results in a touchdown.
Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Let's go. Hey, hey.
Now Browning again working deep downfield. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Browning. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. They'll run with Moss. And he gets into the end zone for the 2. So it's not over yet. It's back to a 2-score game. Justice Hill to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes, and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll motion over Flowers.
Let go.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Here we go. Shot.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Going up top and looking for Flowers.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try it here again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Set. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of the fullback. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball. Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
He'll look to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Let's go.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Let's go.
Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Okay, break.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. He'll get that complete to Hardy. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They'll drop to throw. Coming up, and that's the tight end Likely. And he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Ready?
They'll look to throw again. To the tight end Likely.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
He'll complete that to his fullback. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Ready?
They'll look to throw yet again. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw, Browning. To the left side, caught by Chase. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. This one taken in by Renfro. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Open man, that's Renfro. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Throwing, Browning. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So it's a win here for the Ravens. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.